I just think there's like a weird mean-spiritedness amongst young male losers that is harming them. And I only say that because I was a young male loser, right? Like I was a guy who had no girls' attention. You know, it took me till like pretty late in life, like well into college to even have a little confidence and start dating. And then like my social life didn't really pick up until I graduated, and like I was just more sure of myself, kind of because of stand-up, because I was just doing something I actually liked and was like confident in that. And I think about what would have happened to me at 17 if there was somebody being like, if you're mean to girls and you're racist, they'll have to. I would have been like, nice, all right, I guess I'm racist.
Yeah.
Like,
that seems so much easier.
That seems so much easier, like believing in myself, becoming a good person, and like, because that's the thing, it's like, the youth is simple, man. It's not that, everyone's like, there's a young masculinity crisis. It's like, I know what a 15-year-old boy cares about. There is one thing he gives a about, and I just want to say, like, here's the actual path to, like, getting girls to like you.
Comedian Stavros Halkias dissected the male loneliness epidemic and incel culture in media these days with Vulture's YouTube channel.
I was in my mid-20s, broke as shit, and it was working for me. And I just want to say, like, you know, you don't have to. This is poisonous. This is not good for you. I promise you, long-term, you will just feel better by being a good hang. If you're fun to be around, it's like the bar is actually really low for straight dudes now. And it's like, just don't go down the dark side, brother, and you'll be fine. Literally get a hobby, start working on yourself, you know, dress a little better. There's like these minor things that you can do, and you'll feel so much better, and you'll get attention from women, and you don't have to go down this dark path.
He would also touch on leftist politics and the current state of it.
What it represents to be the left, which, by the way, when people are saying that, they're talking about corporate centrists, right? They're talking about something which I reject also, but it's like, what that represents culturally, you're kind of a right? It's like, that's not true, because I want healthcare. I'm a you know what I mean? Because I want maternity leave in America. It's like, you can be a piece of, and I do think in a funny way, that's sort of without meaning to, so much of my career is, you can be a piece of and still want this thing, you know? And it's like, if I get to be that piece of if it was first for like up jokes, now it's for like, you know, not being mean, not falling into the incel trap. And then I'm never gonna run it. I'm never gonna have an actual political career, but it's like, I do want to represent that. You can be kind of a dirtbag, and you can be stupid, right? Like, that's the other thing. You don't have to know theory. You don't have to read Marx to know that your boss has made 400 times what you made, that wages have stayed stagnant for the working class, and they've gone up who knows how many percentage points. You don't gotta read theory to know that's up. Just look at the guy. Your car's broken down, and this mother just bought another yacht. That's all you need to know, and that's up, you know? And so anyway, that's sort of, in so much as I ever think about what I want to project, it's just that.
This is why so many love this man. He's concise, to the point, raw, real, honest, and reflective of the times. Hilariously, he would be asked about the Joe Rogan of the left nonsense, and his answer was quite telling. He told Vulture, "What it means to me is that, man, we're effed." He'd say, "It means we need some more cultural figures on the left." Or what it really means is journalism is broken down in a way in this country that's pathetic. Everything is for profit. And there's now more and more powerful people buying our newspapers, like Jeff Bezos buying the Washington Post. Let's also not forget when he killed his paper's endorsement of Kamala Harris. Ditto with the Los Angeles Times. From Stav, quote, "I also think part of it is because comedians have boosted some right-wing voices. It's unimaginative thinking to be like, well, we need our own comedians to do that." He'd also preach on the prospects of Zoran Mamdani winning the New York City mayoral race and how the DNC simply will not get behind him. Mamdani represents something that is exciting to a lot of young people. Democratic leadership is like, how do we get people excited after running the most BS consultant-driven campaigns possible? Whereas Mamdani is a guy who's effing 33 and who just has excited people. But the Democrats don't want that because they're also bought and paid for. Similarly to Haas and other creators on the left, Stab would state, this is what I mean, where I have to be a little more explicit about my beliefs. I don't think they needed me. His campaign is really well run. But that's where I'll be like, hey, if I think I can make a difference in any way, even if it helps this much, I'll help candidates I believe in or causes I believe in or fundraise for things I believe in. But I'm not going to have the politics hour every week on my podcast. What really strikes me and how I have felt for a long time is similarly to what Stav has said in this interview, which everyone should absolutely go watch, and it is this. It's that we are considered P-words because we think everyone should have healthcare. We're considered P-words because we stand up for the marginalized. We're considered P-words because we correct people when they use slurs, or they use anti-trans slurs, or they use anti-gay slurs. Like, we're considered soft because we stand up for the LGBTQ plus community. We stand up for immigrants. It's shocking. Like, it really is. Like, just view this from a wide angle lens, not in your own head, a wide angle lens. You see the far right want to deport people, and the young Republicans in their group chat saying that they have affinity for Nazism. And then you see the Reagan Republicans who literally ushered in their side to become that. And then you see the centrists who go, you know, both sides are kind of crazy. And then you see centrist libs like Joe Manchin. Centrist libs who take corporate PAC money. And then you see libs who take the same money. And are like, yeah, you know, we should find a way to make healthcare affordable. Even though most developed nations do not have this problem. And then you see leftists who are trying to show you, hey, this Zoran guy has some pretty good ideas. He has a way of helping people. He wants to help people. He wants to tax billionaires. And as he even said in that interview, sit-down interview, podcast episode with Andrew Schultz and the Flagrant Crew, Bill Ackman is spending more to defeat Zoran Mamdani than he would tax Bill Ackman. Quite a tell. And we are saying that healthcare should be free for everybody. We should have free buses. Again, something that a lot of nations do not have is to use public transit, you have to pay for it. We think we should address the climate crisis. We think that women should have bodily autonomy. And we think that there should be rights for everybody, no matter your sexual orientation, no matter what you look like. And those other sides think that you can negotiate amongst another to defeat us. And they're doing it. They'll continue to do it. Look at Rahm Emanuel when he went on the I've Had a podcast, another podcast about dinner table issues. First off, you hid the tape of Laquan McDonald in Mississippi. No one should be listening to you. You're riding the coattails off of Obama. Secondly, much like the Pod Save America bros, but secondly, what really strikes me is he basically made concessions with trans people. We shouldn't, it doesn't matter. They don't matter. No, that is not the way at all. And Stav saying this is so utterly important because not only is he right, but he has a massive audience. He has a massive following. Him saying like, hey man, you should read theory. But he's like, you don't need to read theory to understand that you're making so little, while the person who employs you and keeps you at such a low wage buys another plane or another yacht or another sports car or another house. I mean, this is not hard. to see. It should lead everybody into thinking, oh yeah, those ideas that the DNC does not want to get behind, there's a reason for that. So do leftists give up with trying to leftify the DNC further? No. We just have to take on bad faith actors who are tweeting about how Josh Shapiro is the future when he's not. He's not. But they're literally getting paid to do so. And they're getting paid to destroy the likes of Zoran Mamdani and others. Because it would not be beneficial to them. It would not be beneficial to the DNC. It would not be beneficial to the donors.